स्पर्श एवं प्राणायाम। ओम शनो देवीरभिष्टय आपो भवन्तु पीतये शन्योरभिश्रवन्तु नः। देवी स्वरूप ईश्वर पूरन्नभीष्ट कीजे, यह नीर हो सुधा में कल्याण दान दीजे। निकरे सिद्धि बरसे हित हो सदा हमारा, बहती रहे हृदय में सद्धर्म प्रेम धारा, सद्धर्म प्रेम धारा। अतंग स्पर्श मंत्र। ओम वाक् वाक्, ओम प्राणः प्राणः, ओम चक्षुष चक्षुः, ओम श्रोत्रम श्रोत्रम, ओम नाभिः, ओम हृदयम्, ओम कन्तः, ओम शिरः, ओम बाहुव्यं यशो बलम्, ओम कर्टल कर पृष्ठे। अथ मार्जन मंत्र। ओम भूः पुनातो शिरसि, ओम भुवः पुनातो नेत्रयोः, ओम स्वः पुनातो कन्ते, ओम महः पुनातो हृदये, ओम जनः पुनातो नाभ्याम्, ओम तपः पुनातो पादयोः, ओम सत्यं पुनातो पुनः शिरसि, ओम कं ब्रह्मा पुनातो सर्वत्र। अथ प्राणायाम मंत्र। We will chant this mantra 3 times. Om Bhuhu, Om Bhuvah, Om Swah, Om Mahah, Om Janah, Om Tapah, Om Satyam। Om Bhuhu, Om Bhuvah, Om Swah, Om Mahah, Om Janah, Om Tapah, Om Satyam। Om Bhuhu, Om Bhuvah, Om Swah, Om Mahah, Om Janah, Om Tapah, Om Satyam। अथ अगमर्शन मंत्र। ओम ऋतंचा सचंचा भीर धातपसो जजायत, ततो रात्र जायत, ततः समुद्रो अर्णवः। ओम समुद्रादर्णवादधि संवत्सरो अजायत, अहोरात्राणि विरधर विश्वस्यामिष्यतो वशे। ओम सूर्या चंद्रमसौ धाता, यथा पूर्वमकल्पयत्, दिवं च पृथिवीं चान्तरिक्षमतो स्वः। ओम शनो देवीरभिष्टय आपो भवन्तु पीतये शन्योरभिस्रवन्तु नः। अथ मानस परिक्रमा मंत्र। ओम प्राची दिगग्नि ररिपति रसितो रक्षिता दित्यैषवः, तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो, रक्षितृभ्यो नमः, इष्टुभ्यो नमः, एभ्यो अस्तु। योऽस्मान् द्विषीयं वयं द्विष्मस्तं भोजं मे धर्मः। दक्षिणा दिगिन्द्रोऽधिपतिस्थिरश्चिराजि रक्षिता पितरिषवः तेभ्यो नमो धिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः इष्युभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्सु योऽस्मान् द्विषीयं वयं मुजम्भे दद्मः। ॐ प्रतीचि दिग्वरुणोऽधिपतिः त्रिराको रक्षितानमेषवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः इष्युभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्सु योऽस्मान् द्विषीयं वयं युष्मसंवोजम्बे दद्मः। ॐ उदीचि धिक्सोमो धिपतिः स्वजो रक्षिता शनिरेषवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः इष्टभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्सु योऽस्मान् द्विषीयं वयं युष्मसंवोजम्बे दद्मः। ॐ ध्रुवा दिग्विष्णुरधिपतिः कल्माशग्रीवो रक्षिता विरुधयिषव तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः इष्युभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्सु योऽस्मान् द्विषीयं वयं युष्मसंवोजम्बे दद्मः। ॐ ऊर्ध्वादिबृहस्पति गणपतिः श्मित्रो रक्षिता वर्षमेषवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः इष्युभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्सु योऽस्मान् द्विषीयं वयं युष्मसंवोजम्बे दद्मः। अथ उपस्थान मंत्र। ओम उद्वयं तमसस्परि स्वः पश्यन्ता उत्तरं देवं देवत्रा सूर्यमागन्म ज्योतिरुत्तमम्। ओम उरुत्यं जातवेरसं देवं वहन्ति केतवः दृशे विश्वाय सूर्यम्। ओम चित्रं देवाना मुददादनीकं चक्षुर्मित्रस्य वरुणस्याग्नि आप्राध्यावा पृथ्वी अंतरिक्षं सूर्य आत्मा जगतस्य। ओम तच्चक्षुर्देवहितं पुरस्ताच्च शुक्रमुच्चरत् पश्येमा शरदा शतं जीवेमा शरदा शतं शृणुयाम शरदा शतं प्रभवाम शरदा शतं अधीनाः स्याम शरदा शतं भूयश्च शरदा शतं। ओम शनो देवीरभीष्टय आपो भवन्तु पीतये शन्योरभिश्रवन्तु नः। अथ ब्रह्म गायत्री सावित्री गुरु मंत्र। ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। अथ समर्पण वाक्यम्। हे ईश्वर दयानिधे भवत्कृपया नेन जपोपासनादिकर्मणा धर्मार्थकाममोक्षाणां सद्यः सिद्धिर्भवेनः। ततः ईश्वरं नमस्कुर्यात्। ॐ नमः शम्भवाय च मयो भवाय च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च। हे मंगले शंकर मंगल करो हमारा, पावन प्रकाश पाए परमार्थ पुण्य द्वारा। परिजान पे पिला दो अवधर गाध दानी, तेरे शरण में आया है भक्त यह भवानी। And now I bow to thee, O God of calm, O God of peace and Lord of bliss divine. Thy grace supplies the burning hearts above. Thy blessings in my right desires shine. Om Shanti 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 Iti Sanjopasana Vidhi Samapta. I now hand you over to Yajak Devindraji to lead us in the Sankalpa and also in Stuti Pratna mantras and Havan.
Devotees all, my humble namaste. और नव वर्ष की शुभकामनाएं, a very happy new year to all of us. As we begin this morning's Havan Yajna, I invite our Yajmans or Veers and our Viranganas to take their asana around the Havan Yajna Shala, and for all of us to join together in our opening bhajan, Aaj Mila Sab Geet Gao, page number 5 of our Atmagi. And this very beautiful bhajan says, on this New Year's celebration, let us all come together to sing and to express our gratitude unto Lord, unto Bhagwan, whose glory and fame all noble and wise men and women continuously sing. आज मिल सब गीत गाओ, उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद, जिसका यश नित गाते हैं गण, सर्वगुणी जन धन्यवाद। आज मिल सब गीत गाओ, उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद। मंदिरों में पंडरों में पर्वतों के शिखर पर, मंदिरों में कंदरों में पर्वतों के शिखर पर देते हैं लगातार सौ सौ बार मुनिवर धन्यवाद। आज मिल सब गीत गाओ उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद। करते हैं जंगल में मंगल, पक्षी गण हर शाख पर। करते हैं जंगल में मंगल, पक्षी गण हर शाख पर। पाते हैं आनंद मिलेगा, ते है स्वर भर धन्यवाद। आज मिल सब गीत गाओ उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद। करते हैं जंगल में मंगल, पक्षी गण हर शाख पर। करते हैं जंगल में मंगल, पक्षी गण हर शाख पर। पाते हैं आनंद मिलेगा, ते है स्वर भर धन्यवाद। आज मिल सब गीत गाओ उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद। धन्यवाद धन्यवाद उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद। धन्यवाद धन्यवाद उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद। आज मिल सब गीत गाओ उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद। उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद। उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद। In temples, in caves, and on the peaks of mountains, all the sages repeatedly express their gratitude. Today, as we celebrate our Nav Varsh, our Nav Samvatsar, we too have come here to offer our gratitude. At this time, we'll join all of us in our Sankalpa. So please do join with me on page 42 of our Vedic Aradhana as we mark this moment of time and this commencement of our Yajna. तत्सत् अद्य श्री ब्रह्मणो द्वितीये प्रहराढे सप्तमे वैवस्वते मन्वन्तरे अष्टाविंशतितमे कलियुगे कलिप्रथमचरणे 2088 विक्रमी संवत् उत्तरायणे वसंत ऋतौ शुक्लपक्षे चैत्रमासे द्वितीयातिथौ रविवार दिवसे अश्विनी नक्षत्रे वृषभ लग्ने सर्वार्थ सिद्धि योग मुहूर्ते अमेरिका देशांतर्गते न्यूयॉर्क प्रांते क्वींस जनपदे ब्रायरवुड नगरे आर्य स्पिरिचुअल सेंटर आर्य समाज मंदिरम स्थाने देवयच्च कर्म करणाय दयानन्दगोत्रोत्पन्नस्यः श्रीमतः भवन्तं पुरोहितं वृणे. We petition to Bhagwan to shower Ashirvad and all of our Yajmanas and all of us connected to this morning's Yajna. Om Satyah Santu Yajmananam Kamaha. At this time, we'll join all of us in Ishwar Stuti Prarthana Upasana, and I invite all of us to sit in a comfortable, prayerful asana or position. We'll begin with Achmana, washing our palms and taking water into our right palm. For those of us who do not have water physically with us, we can symbolically sip and symbolically touch our various bodily limbs and organs. Om Amrito Pastarnamasi Swaha. Om Amrita Pidharnamasi Swaha. Om Satyam Yashah Shrimai Shrihashrayatam Swaha. Athangasparsha Mantra. Taking water into our left palm and touching or symbolically touching our various body limbs and organs, beginning with our lips. Om Vangmasistu nostrils. Om Nasurme Pranustu eyes. Om Akshinorme Chakshurastu ears. Om Karnayorme Shrotramastu shoulders. Om Bahavorme Bhalamastu knees. Om Ovorma Ojostu all over. Om Arishani Mingani Tanusanvame Sahasantu. Ateshwar Stuti Prarthanopasana Mantra. O Vishwani Deva Savitar, O Creator of this universe, today as we celebrate our new year, may you Duritani Paraswa, may you take away from us all that is difficult in our experiences, or Yad Badram Tanna Aswa, bring all to us all that is beautiful, all that is auspicious, and all that is noble. Om Vishwani Deva Savitar Duritani Parasua Yadhadram Tanna Asuha. Om Hiranya Garbah Samavartatagre Bhutasya Jatah Patireka Saradhara Prithvi Vyamute Mam Tasmai Yahavisha Vidhema. Om Yatmada Balada Yasya Vishwa Upasate Prashisham Yasya Deva Yasya Chayamritam Yasya Mrityuh Kasmai Yahavisha Vidhema. Om Yah Pranato Nimishato Mahit Vega Idraja Jagato Bhavua Yaishe Asya Dviparasya Tushvadah Kasmai Deva. Om Yena Dyorugra Prithvi Chadridha Yena Swahastavitam Yena Nakah यो अन्तरिक्षे रजसो विमानः कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम ॐ प्रजापते न त्वदेतानिन्यो विश्वा जातानि परिता बभूव यत्कामास्ते जोमस्तनो अस्तु वयं स्याम पतयोर्वेना ॐ सनो बन्धुर्जनिता सविधाता धामानि वेदभुवनानि विश्व यत्र देवा अमृतमानशानास्
द्वितीयेदामन्नद्यर्दयन्त
ॐ अग्नेनाया सुपताराय अस्मान् विश्वानि देववयुनानि विद्वान् यो योऽध्यस्मज्जोराणमेनो भूयिष्ठान्ते नमोक्तिं विधेमः इतीश्वरस्तुति प्रार्थनोपासना प्रकरणम् अथ स्वस्ति वाचनम् ॐ अग्निमिरे पुरोहितं यजस्य देवमृतजं होतारं
रत्नघातमम्
ॐ सनः पितेव सूनवे अग्ने सुपायनो भव सचस्वानः स्वस्यै ॐ स्वस्ति नो मिमितामश्विना भगः स्वस्ति देव्यादितिरनर्वणः स्वस्ति पूषा असुरो दधातु नः
स्वस्ति द्याव पृथिवी सुचेतुना
ॐ स्वस्तये वायो प्रवामहे सोमं स्वस्ति भुवनस्य यस्पतिः बृहस्पतिं सर्वगणं स्वस्तये
स्वस्त्यादित्यासो भवन्तु नः
ॐ विश्वे देवानो अद्य स्वस्तये वैश्वानरो वसुरग्निः स्वस्तये देवा अवन्तरिभवः स्वस्तये
स्वस्ति नो रुद्रः पात्वमहसः
ॐ स्वस्ति मित्रा वरुणा स्वस्ति पत्ये रेवती स्वस्ति न इन्द्राक्षागणश्च
स्वस्ति नो आदिते कृधि
ॐ स्वस्ति पन्तामनुचरेम सूर्या चन्द्रमसाभिः पुनर्दरता ज्ञता जानता सङ्गमे महि इति संक्षेपतः स्वस्ति वाचनम् अथ शन्तिकरणम् ॐ शन्ना इन्द्राग्नी भवतामहोभिः शन्ना इन्द्रावरुणा रातहव्या शमिन्द्रा सोमा सुविताय शन्योः शन्ना इन्द्रा
पुषानजसातो
ॐ शन्नो भगः शमुनः शंसो अस्तु शन्नः पुरन्दि शंसन्तुराय शन्नः सत्यस्य सूयमस्य शंसः शन्नो अर्यमा
पुरुजातो अस्तु
ॐ शन्नो दाता शमुधर्तानो अस्तु शन्ना उरुचि भवतु स्वधाभिः शन्रोदसी बृहति शन्नो अद्रिः
शनो देवानां सुहवानि सन्तु
ॐ शन्नो अग्निर्ज्योतिरग्निको अस्तु शन्नो मित्रा वरुणा वश्विनाशम् शन्नः सुकृतां सुकृतानि सन्तु शन्नायुषिरो
अभिवातो वातः
ॐ शन्नो द्यावा पृथिवी पूर्वहुतौ शमन्तरिक्षं दृशयेनो अस्तु शन्ना उषधीर्वनिनो भवन्तु
शनो रजसस्पतिरस्तु जिष्णुः
ॐ शन्ना इन्द्रो वसुर्विदेवो अस्तु शमादित्यैर्वरुणः शुशंसः शन्नो रुद्रो रुद्रेभिर्जलाशः शनः स्वष्टाग्नाभिरिह
शृणोतु
ॐ शन्नः सोमो भवतु ब्रह्म शन्नः शन्नो ग्रावाणः शमुसन्तु यज्ञाः शन्नः स्वरुणामितयो भवन्तु शन्नः प्रस्वा शमुवस्तु वेदिः अथ शिवसङ्कल्प मन्त्रः. As we celebrate our New Year's this morning, we petition to Bhagwan to Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu, fill our minds with beautiful and benevolent thoughts. Om Yaja Budeti Taru Suptasya Tateveti Durangamam Jyotisham Jyotirekam
Tanme Manah Shiva Sankalpamastu
Om Yena Karmanya Paso Manishino Yaji Krinavanti Viradhi Shudhira Yarapurvam Yakshamantaha Prajana
Tanme Manah Shiva Sankalpamastu
Om Yat Prajanamutacheto Dhritisha Yajyotirantaramritam Prajasu Yasmanarite Kimchana Karma Kriyate
Tanme Manah Shiva Sankalpamastu
Om Yenidham Bhutam Bhuvanam Bhavishyat Parigrihitam Amritena Sarvam Yena Yajasayate Saptahota
Tanme Manah Shiva Sankalpamastu
Om Yasmin Richah Samaya Jomshi Yasmin Pratishtita Ratnabha Vivara Yasmin Chittam Sarvamotam Prajana
Tanme Manah Shiva Sankalpamastu
Om Shusharati Rashvani Vahayan Manushan Neniyati Bhishubhirvajaneva Rikpratisham Yarajiram Javishtam
Tanme Manah Shiva Sankalpamastu
Tanme Manah
Shiva Sankalpamastu
Om Sanah Pavasva Shangave Shanjanaya Shamarvate Shanrajano Shadibhyaha. This morning we pray for that gift of Abhayam Dan, that gift of fearlessness. As we approach this new year, whatever challenges approach us, may we approach those challenges fearlessly. Om Abhayam Nahakaryantariksham Abhayam Dyava Prithvi Abhayame Abhayam Pascharabhayam Purasad Duttara Dadara Abhayam Namastu Om Abhayam Mitrarabhayam Amitra Abhayam Jatarabhayam Paroksha Abhayam Naktam Abhayam Divanaha Sarvasha मम मित्रं भवन्तु सर्वाशा मम मित्रं भवन्तु इति संक्षेपतः शान्तिकरणम् अताग्नि प्रदीपनम्. At this time, I'll invite our Pandit Neeraj to join all of us in this morning's Havan. Panditji.
May we all stand as we invite Agni and as we say Vishwe Deva Yajamanascha Sidata. May all the Devtas be present here with us, the Yajman, as we perform this Dev Yajya. Om Bhutbhuva Swaha. Om Bhutbhuva Swaradyauriva Bhumna Prithiviva Varimna Tasyaste Prithivi Devayajani Prishthe Agnim Manadamannadyaya Dadhe. Yajman fanning the fire. Om Udbhudya Swagne Prathijagrehe Tvamishta Purte Samsrije Dhamayancha Asmin Sadhaste Adhyuttarasmin Vishve Deva Yajamanascha Sidata. May we all take our seats. Atha Samidadhana. Yajman offering 3 pieces of Samidha. Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedaste Nidhyasva Vardhasva Chedha Vardhaya Chasman Prajaya Pashubhir Brahma Varchase Nanadhyena Samedhaya Swaha. Idamagne Jata Vedase Idannamama. Om Samidhagnim Duvasyata Griter Bodhayathatithim Asmin Havyajohotana. Om Susamidhaya Shochishe Gritam Tivram Johotana. Agnaye Jata Vedase Swaha. Idamagne Idannamama. Om Tantva Samidbhirangiro Gritena Vardhayamasi Brihachochaya Vishchaya Swaha. Irmagne Angirase Idannamama. Atha Panchakritahuti. Yajman making 5 ghee offerings. Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedaste Nidhyasva Vardhasva Chedha Vardhaya Chasman Prajaya Pashubhir Brahma Varchase Nananena Samedhaya Swaha. Irmagne Jata Vedase Idannamama. Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedaste Nidhyasva Vardhasva Chedha Vardhaya Chasman Prajaya Pashubhir Brahma Varchase Nanadhyena Samedhaya Swaha. Irmagne Jata Vedase Idannamama. Om Ayanta
Ikma Atma
Jata Vedaste Nidhyasva Vardhasva Chedha Vardhaya Chasman Prajaya Pashubhir Brahma Varchase Nanadhyena Samedhaya Swaha.
Idam Agnaye Jata Vedase Idannamama.
Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedase Nidhyasva Vardhasva Chedha Vardhaya चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसे नानादेन समेधया स्वाहा इदमग्नये जातवेदसे इदन्ना मम.
Fifth and final time.
ॐ अयन्त इद्मा आत्मा जातवेदसे
ध्यस्ववर्धस्व चेद्धवर्धय
चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसे नानादेन समेधया स्वाहा इदमग्नये जातवेदसे इदन्ना मम.
Atha jal sinchana. Yajman sprinkling water in the four cardinal directions. Om adite numanyasva. Om anumate numanyasva. Om saraswati numanyasva. Om deva savitah prasuvayajam prasuvayajpatim bagaya. Divyo gandharvah ketapuh ketanna punatu. Vachaspatir vacham nah swadatu. Aghara vaj bhagahuti, ghee only. Om agnaye swaha.
इदन्मग्नये
इदन्ना मम.
Om somaya swaha.
इदं सोमाय
इदन्ना मम.
Om prajapataye swaha.
इदं प्रजापतये
इदन्ना मम.
Om indraya swaha.
इदमिन्द्राय
इदन्ना मम.
Pratah kalin ahuti, ghee or samagri. Om Suryo Jyotir Jyoti Suryah Swaha. Om Suryo Varcho Jyotir Varchah Swaha. Om Jyoti Surya Suryo Jyoti Swaha. Om Sajurdevena Savitra Sajurusha Sendra Vatya Joshanah Suryo Vetu Swaha. Om Agnir Jyotir Jyotir Agni Swaha. Om Agnir Varcho Jyotir Varchah Swaha. Om Swaha. Om Sajurdevena Savitra Sajuratrendra Vatya Joshano Agnir Vetu Swaha. Om Bhuragnay Pranaya Swaha. Idamagnay Pranaya Idanna Mama. Om Bhuvarvayave Panaya Swaha. Idam Vayave Panaya Idanna Mama. Om Suradityaya Vyanaya Swaha. Idamadityaya Vyanaya Idanna Mama. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaragni Vayavadityebhyah
स्वाहा
Pranapan Vyanebhyah Swaha. Idamagni Vayavadityebhyah Pranapan Vyanebhyah Idanna Mama. Om Apo Jyotiraswamritam Brahma Bhurbhuvah Swarom Swaha. Om Yang Medham Devaganah Pitarashchopasate Tayama Madhya Medhayagne Medhavinam Kuru Swaha. Om Vishwani Deva Savitar Duritani Parasuva Yad Bhadran Tanna Asuva Swaha. Om Agni Naya Supatharai Asman Vishwani Deva Vayunani Vidwan Yoyodhyasmaj Juhurana Meno Bhuyishtante Nama Uktim Vidhema Swaha. I would now like to invite Pandita and Jyoti ji to recite special mantras for us celebrating the New Year.
अथ नया संवत्सरिष्टि यज्ञ mantras. We make offerings of ghee alone at this time. Om abhema ma shamishmo grasya sakhe ye tava mahatte risho abhi chakshayam kritam pashyema turvasham yadum swaha. Om Vaishwe Devi Varchasa Arabhadvam Shuddha Bhavanta Shuchayah Pavakaha Atikramantu Durita Padani Shatamni Maha Sarva Viraha Madema Swaha. Om Priyam Makrinu Deveshu Priyam Rajasu Makrinu Priyam Varchasya Pashyata Uta Shudra Uttarye Swaha. Om Madhuvatharitayate Madhuksharanti Sindhavaha Madhvinaha Santoshatihi Swaha. Om Ayur Yajjena Kalpatam Prano Yajjena Kalpatam Chakshur Yajjena Kalpatam Shrotam Yajjena Kalpatam Prishtam Yajjena Kalpatam Yajjo Yajjena Kalpatam Prajapate Praja Abhuma Swardeva Ganmahi Mrita Abhuma Swaha. Om Shanno Deva Vishwava Deva Bhavantu Shansa Saraswati Sakha Dibherastu Shannabhi Shancha Shamuratri Shachaka Shanno Divya Parthiva Shanno Apyaka Swaha. Om Madhunaktu Om Madhumanaktum Utrasho Saso Madhumat Parthivam Rajaka Madhu Jaurastunaka Pita Swaha. Om Brahman Brahmano Brahmavarchasi Jayatam Arashre Janra Rajanya Shuro Ji Shivyatoya Dhi Maharatho Jayatam Dogri Dhenurvodha Anadvana Shup Saptihi Purandhir Yosha Jishnu Ratheshtaka Sabheyo Yuvasya Yachamananasya Viro Jayatam Nikame Nakaparjanyo Varshatu Palavatyo na Aushadha Yaka Pachentam Yogakshemo Naha Kalpatam Swaha. Whose birthday? Here? Okay. What's your name? Runa? You are behind my Bobby's sister's celebrating a birthday today, but she's not here. So if we can, clasp palms and send a prayer, send a blessing to her. She's out of state. And we ask God at this time, may the blessings of their parents be with her to bless her this time. May her siblings shower their blessings on her this time. May she remain pure in heart for 100 years and over. May she continue achieving life for 100 years and over. And may she be in existence for 100 years and over. Om Om Anuvrataha Pituhu Putra Matra Bhavatu Sammanaha Jaya Patye Madhumatim Vacham Varatu Shantivam Swaha. Om Ma Bhrata Bhrataram Rikshan Ma Swasara Muta Swasaha Samyancha Savrata Bhutva Vacham Varata Bhadraya Swaha. Om Somo Dhenum Somorvantamashum Somo Viram Karmanyam Dadati Sadanyam Vidhatyam Saveyam Pitri Shavanam Yodadasha Dasmai Swaha. May my sister, may our sister have a beautiful life ahead. May she live for 100 years, and as she live, May she see and hear the best things in life. May she go on and achieve in life for 100 years and over. May she remain high constant for 100 years and over. And may she be pure in heart for 100 years and over. We ask at this time, may our sister be blessed with a beautiful, healthy, and benevolent life ahead of her. Om Tat Shakshurdeva Hitam Purastat Shukramucharat Pashyema Sharadaha Shatam Jivema Sharadaha Shatam Shrinuyama Sharadaha Shatam Prabravama Sharadaha Shatam Adinahasyama Sharadaha Shatam Bhuyascha Sharadaha Shatat Swaha. Om Tvam Jiva Sharadaka Shatam Vardhamanaha. Om Tvam Jiva Sharadaka Shatam Vardhamanaha. Om Tvam Jiva Sharadaka Shatam Vardhamanaha. For all those who have challenges at this time, whether medical or otherwise, we ask God, may the three divinities bless you, bless all of us, and may we have restored health very, very soon. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityur Mokshyamamritat Swaha. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityur Mokshyamamritat Swaha. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityur Mokshyamamritat Swaha.
Thank you very much, Pandita and Jyoti ji. Continuing with the Havan. Purnahuti Rup Aghara Vaj Bhagahuti. Om Agnaye Swaha. Idmagnaye Idanna Mama. Om Somaya Swaha. Idam Somaya Idanna Mama. Om Prajapataye Swaha. Idam Prajapate Idanna Mama. Om Indraya Swaha. Idam Indraya Idanna Mama. Om Bhuragnaye Swaha. Idam Agnaye Idanna Mama. Om Bhuvarvayave Swaha. Idam Vayave Idanna Mama. Om Suradityaya Swaha. Idam Adityaya Idanna Mama. Om Bhurbhuvaswaragni Vayavadityebhyah Swaha. Idam Agni Vayavadityebhyah Idanna Mama. Atha Brahma Gayatri Savitri Guru Mantra. Clasping our palms, closing our eyes, and focusing on that knowledge which we are asking God to bestow upon us in this new year. Om Bhur Bhuvah Swaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhur Bhuvah Swaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhur Bhuvah Swaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat स्वाहा. Swishta kritahuti, offering of prasad. Om yadasya karmanyotyarirecham yadvanyunamihakaram agnishtat swishtakrit vidyat sarvam swishtam suhotam karotu me agnaye swishtakrite sahutahote sarva prayaschittahutinam kamanam samardhayatre sarvanah kamat samardhaya स्वाहा. इदमग्ने स्विष्टकृते हेदन्ना मम. प्रजापत्याहुति घी only, silent mantra. Om स्वाहा. Idam prajapate hedanna mama. May you all stand for the final three offerings. Om Om Sarvam Vai Purnam Swaha. Om Sarvam Vai Purnam Swaha. Om Sarvam Vai Purnam Swaha. We will invite our congregation to make one offering for this new Vikram Samvat, with asking our mothers and sisters to come forward first. Om Sarvam Vai Purnam Swaha. 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 Come, sorry. Om Sarvam Vai Purnam Swaha. With hands outstretched to Agni. Om Tanupagnesi Tanvam Me Pahi. Om Ayurda Agnesya Me Dehi. Om Varshoda Agnesi Varcho Me Dehi. Om Agneyan Me Tanva Onam Tanma Aprenam. Om Medha Me Deva Savita Adadhatu. Om Medha Me Devi Saraswati Adadhatu. Om Medha Me Ashvinau Devavadhattam Pushkarasrajau. Apyayatam. Om Vakshama Apyayatam. Om Pranashama Apyayatam. Om Chakshushama Apyayatam. Om Shrotram Chama Apyayatam. Om Yashobalam Chama Apyayatam. Maybe we all take our seats. I'll ask Bhai Sohan to lead in Yajagi.
Yajagit, page 104 of our Vedic Aradhana. पूजनीय प्रभु हमारे भाव उज्जवल कीजिए। चोर देवे चल कपट को मानसिक बल दीजिए। वेद की गाय रचाए सत्य को धारण करे। हर्ष में हो मग्न सारे शोक सागर से तरे। अश्वमेधाधिक रचाए यश पर उपकार को।
धर्म मर्यादा चला कर लाभ दे संसार को।
नित्य श्रद्धा भक्ति से यज आदि हम करते रहे।
रोग पीड़ित विश्व के संताप सब हरते रहे।
भावना मित जाए मन से पाप अत्याचार की।
कामनाएं पूर्ण होवे यज्ञ से नर नार की।
लाभकारी हो हवन हर जीवधारी के लिए।
वायु जल सर्वत्र हो शुभ गंध को धारण किए।
स्वर्त भाव मिते हमारा प्रेम पथ विस्तार हो।
ईदन मम का सारतक प्रत्येक में व्यवहार हो।
हाथ जोर झुकाए मस्तक।
हाथ जोर झुकाए मस्तक।
वंदना हम कर रहे। नाथ करुणा रूप करुणा आपकी सब पर रहे। प्रभु आपकी सब पर रहे। प्रभु आपकी सब पर रहे। ओम सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः। सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः। सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। हे ईश सब सुखी हो, कोई न हो दुखारी। सब हो निरोग भगवन, धन धान्य के भंडारी। सब भद्र भाव देखे ओ सन्मार्ग के पथिक हो। दुखिया न कोई होवे, सृष्टि में प्राणधारी। सृष्टि में प्राणधारी। सृष्टि में प्राणधारी। O Prabhu, may all be happy, may all be free from misery, may all realize goodness, and may no one suffer pain. Iti havana yajyah samaptah. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. At this time, we'll transition into our second part of our program. I invite our Yajmans to take their seats, our assistant to take the Hawan Kun outside, and we'll begin in a moment. Mothers and fathers, sisters and brothers in Dharma, Sadar Supreme Namaste और नव वर्ष की शुभकामनाएं. A very happy new year to each and every one of you, for those of us who are here in Mandir this morning, and for those of us who are connected online on Facebook and on YouTube. Today we have a very special program which will be focused on our new year. To commence our program this morning, I'll invite our chairman of our board of trustees, Sri Sagaraj Balji, to bring us greetings on behalf of the Arya Spiritual Center on this very auspicious occasion of our Nav Varsh, our new year.
Thank you very much, Devendra. And namaste, everyone. It's been a few weeks since I've been at Mandir. I missed Mandir the past couple of weeks. And last week, as you know, we had the Pagwa Parade, and that was a big to-do event. And we want to thank everyone who came out, support, and who was part of the parade. We want to thank all of you who came out and made that a very, very successful event. So before I begin, I just want to say on behalf of the Samaj, I welcome all of you who are here today and our virtual audience to our satsang today in observance of our Hindu New Year, which began yesterday, Saturday, March 29. According to our calendar, it's Vikram year 2082. So I mean, this is something I have been pushing for many, many, many years ago, and I'm so happy that the Samaj is now taking this leap. And I'm hoping that this becomes infectious in the community and it becomes part and parcel of our community, because we should embrace our new year. So why is it important? It's important we observe and celebrate our new year the same way others as the Western world and the Chinese do. We should decorate our homes, perform yajnas, spread love, give heartfelt wishes, just like you do in our regular New Year. But what is the Vaidik-Hindu calendar, and how is it determined? How is it calculated? The rishis have been charting the movements of the heavenly bodies, planets, stars, and our galaxy. It has no sectarian or communal base like other calendars. Vedic scientific tradition of time calculation is based on the science of astronomy. The Vedic rishis started their calendar as per the location of Bharat, India, when it was in the southern hemisphere, then moved to the equator, and finally to the northern hemisphere. It should be noted they measured the year after one revolution of the earth around the sun. I can share more details at another time if you're interested. My greeting this morning is not to go through a detailed lecture of what our calendar is and how our new year is done. But I just thought I would share the few things I just said. So once again, on behalf of the Arya Spiritual Center, I wish all of you a happy new year. And as always, a special thank you for your continued commitment and support. Thank you and namaste.
Thank you, Bhai Sagarji, Sri Sagarji, for the very informative message on behalf of the Arya Spiritual Center as we celebrate our auspicious Nav Varsh, our new year. At this time, I invite our Pandit Sri Ramji to come forward and to join all of us in a very special bhajan which he has been practicing for this very special occasion. As he gets ready, as Bhai Sagarji mentioned, our New Year takes place in the month of Chaitra, which is the first month of our New Year, in the Shukla Paksha, that is the bright half, on the very first tithi, which is the Pratipada tithi. Right? There's a very beautiful Sanskrit Geet which expresses the sentiments of this celebration, and it says, Shanam pratishanam यन्नवं नवं तच्च सुन्दरं तच्च सच्चिवं वर्षनूतनं ते शुभं मुदं वर्षनूतनं ते शुभं मुदम् उत्तरोत्तरं भवतु सिद्धिदं शनं प्रतिशनं यन्नवं नवं तच्च सुन्दरं सच्च तच्छिवं शनं प्रतिशनं yannavам navam. And it says, that which is ever new and fresh, that alone is good, real, and beautiful. May this new year bring you greater goodness, happiness, and success. At this time, I'll invite our Pandit Sri Ramji to join all of us in a very beautiful rendition.
Namaste to everyone.
Namaste.
I'm hesitant in singing this bhajan. It's a very old bhajan. If you look at his book, this is in the 50s. It was written by Professor Bhaskaran. I guess many of you have listened to this bhajan already because it was shared in the chat. I didn't want to sing it, but I was thinking of singing a Rishidayanand bhajan. But Bhaya said, no, he want to listen to it, how I would sing it. The weather is excellent and beautiful. And our action or movement must be wonderful also, which will leave us with happiness. Enjoy the fragrance or aroma of the plants and the trees. And we must be straight up as a flagpole and not twisted. We as Aryans, please, I'm asking, we all know what is a dabbu. And please don't be like a dabbu. Om. Anupam suram bhavan. Anupam suram bhavan. नव वर्ष आ गया है अनुपम सुरम्य भावन नव वर्ष आ गया है हरियालिया चटाई सौरभ बिखर रहा है अनुपम सुरम्य भावन नव वर्ष आ गया है चेत्रेद् वसुन्धरायः कलराविह मचायु बहता मला सुरीला उन्माद आ रहा है अनुपम सुरम्य भावन नव वर्ष आ गया है नव शत्र फूल डालिया आशा लता सुहाई हो डोली नवन भूजी सुख सब बुला रही है। अनुपम सुरम्य भावन नव वर्ष आ गया है। माली जगत उधारा सिंचन महासनेहा। मानव हिया प्रसूना कलिया चिटक रही है। अनुपम सुरम्य भावन नव वर्ष आ गया है। उत्साह को नहारे फागुन सुहाग लेके। उत्साह को नहारे फागुन सुहाग लेके। अंतःकरण जगावे ऋषि माग दिखाता है। अनुपम सुरम्य भावन नव वर्ष आ गया है। वैदिक धर्म पताका गलत वैदिक धर्म पताका लहती जहां निराली। वैदिक धर्म पताका लहती जहां निराली। नीचे इसी सजाए नीचे इसी सजाए भगवा विचार खेले। अनुपम सुरम्य भावन नव वर्ष आ गया है। हरियालिया चटाई सौरभ बिखा रहा है। अनुपम सुरम्य भावन नव वर्ष आ गया है।
Please put your hands again once more for Pandit Energy. Testing 1, 2. I know he said he was hesitant to sing that bhajan, but after hearing his voice, I think you would understand why I requested him to sing that song, because only him can do justice to those very special songs for these events. So Panaji, thank you so much for facilitating my request this morning and to render that very beautiful geet on this auspicious occasion of our New Year. At this time, I'll invite our Panita Indrautiji to bring greetings on this very special occasion. And while Panitaji is making her way up on to the podium, I'd like to share the message that was shared from our umbrella body of the Arya Samaj, Arya Pratinidhi Sabha of America. And it says, Shubh Nav Samvatsar, Chaitra Shukla Pratipada, Vikram Samvat 2082. As we step into this Nav Samvatsar, may the divine fire of truth, courage, and wisdom shine within us. Let this year inspire us to embrace knowledge and dispel ignorance, see the world as one family beyond divisions, walk with fearless righteousness, guided by Vedic values, uplift society through self-improvement and selfless service. May Ishwar bless us with light, strength, and clarity, leading us towards dharma, peace, and prosperity. At this time, and with Indrautiji to bring greetings, just Hindu New Year.
Thank you, Sabhapati ji. Sadar Supreme Namaste, our members of the Executive Board, Panditgan, हमारी मातृशक्ति, पितृतुल्य, हमारे बच्चों. A very happy Vedic New Year to all of us. Swami Ranan coins this as Naya Samvatsarishti, meaning New Year. Like every other culture that celebrates a very special day to mark a day, a very special day of celebration, beginning a new year, so also the Vedic Hindu world, somebody doesn't like me to use that word, but the Vedic Arya world, I would say, has their day also. I have 3 minutes, so I'm going to make sure I put this together. Naya Samvatsare, a new year with new beginnings. This new year is called Kala Yukta. Last year was Pingala. This year is Kala Yukta. Kala means time, and Yukta means to united with. The call for this Kala Yukta celebration as of yesterday is connect yourself with the element of time. I must commend this Monday. Whether there are 2 people, 10 people, 20 people, devotees I mean, Sandhya starts on time. And that's very, very notable, because if you don't start things on time, things will go out of time. So also as we chant in the Swasti Vacham, Swasti Panthamanucharema Surya Chandramasaviva Punardarataghnata Chanata Sangami Mai. Just like the sun and the moon, as they maintain their orbit, may we in this new year maintain a connection with time. Anytime we cannot keep an appointment on time, then we start to panic. At least I do. Time is of essence. Time is important. Time manages the whole world and never gets tired. Time brings everything to an end. And so we are reminded, like we heard just now, it's Shukla Paksha, the fortnight of moonlight, the bright fortnight. Krishna Paksh is the fortnight of darkness, the dark fortnight. What do we mean? Swami Ramanand says in his Sanskar Vidhi, after every 14 days, the Paksha changes. From Krishna Paksh, after 14 becomes Shukla Paksh. If this does not happen, I'm not an astronomy student, but if this doesn't happen on time, there will be chaos in the cosmos. So with this in mind, everything has to be done on time. Night follows day and day follows night on time, no matter how we switch the clock. But the time is the time. And because of this new year 2022 Kala Yukta, the call for us is to ensure we, all of us, commit ourselves to follow a schedule on time. Come to Monday on time, wake up on time. You have to get to work on time. You have to get to school on time. A child doesn't go attend class on time. He misses information. He misses instruction. We don't go to work on time, we have a problem with the boss. The sun doesn't come out on time, we're in some trouble. We don't know what to do. The moon doesn't follow its schedule of 14 days bright and 14 days not so bright, then we are in trouble. And think about it. This time, this effect of time affects the entire cosmos. Everything, everything, everything. You don't plant on time, you don't reap on time. You come into planting season now. So everything this new year should be based on an awareness and a consciousness of time. Let me do everything on time. Let me wake up on time. Let me go to bed on time. Let me commit to all my daily duties on time. And let me live a life of a time consciousness. So today, as we celebrate Nava Samvatsarishti, we ask, oh God, may my life be premised. May my life be functional with a consciousness of time at everything that I do, everything that I say, everywhere I go. Shubha Nava Samvatsarishti. Happy New Year to all of us. God bless all of us. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste.
Dhanyawad Panitaji for that very beautiful New Year message here this morning. As she said, New Year, new beginnings, just as the moon and the sun, just like the sun and the moon, may we maintain our connection with time. You know, on a personal note, I was born 2 weeks late. So you could just imagine that I'm not on time for many things which I should be on time for. But Monday is an exception. You can ask my mother; she will tell you that. Time and tide waits for no one. Next, we'll have a very special rendition from by Rajanji, accompanied by his twin, by Deepakji and Neeraj. While they're getting set up, there's a very beautiful bhajan on page 211 of our Atmagit, which talks about this very special time of year. Unlike the Gregorian calendar, which happens on the 1st of January, in the middle of winter when it's cold and icy outside, our Hindu New Year occurs in the spring. And this bhajan reflects the sentiments of this season. It says, Phoolo se tum hasna seeko, bhavaro se tum gana, सूरज की किरणों से सीखो जगना और जगाना. There are many things we can learn from observing nature and our immediate surroundings. Nature says to us, learn from the flowers how to smile and laugh, and from the black bees how to sing, and from the rays of the sun learn how to wake up early in the morning and awaken others to awaken early. Wake up early in the morning, as Pantaji make an effort to be on time. धुएं से तुम सारे सीखो ऊंचे मंजिल जाना वायु की जोकी से सीखो हरकत लेने आना. Learn from the smoke how to aim for great heights in life, from the wind how to inspire motion into stagnated situation. वृक्षों की डाली से सीखो फल पाकर झुक जाना मेहंदी के पत्तों से सीखो पिस पिस रंग चढ़ाना. Look at the limb of a tree laden with fruits, and behold how it bends downwards. This is the vital lesson of humility. Only those who have something to offer will bend, not others. पत्ते और पैरों से सीखो दुख में धीर बधाना धागे और सुए से सीखो बिछड़ो गले लगाना. Learn to be calm in times of calamity, like the leaves and trees, and from needle and thread, learn to bring together and embrace those separated from their loved ones. मुर्गों की बोली से सीखो प्रातः प्रभु गुण गाना पानी की मछली से सीखो धर्म के हित मर जाना. Learn from the hens how to sing God's praises early in the morning, and from the fish, the machli, how to die for your natural way of life. And now I think we are ready to listen to a very beautiful rendition from Bhai Rajanji. Bhaiji?
Thank you, Bhai Devendraji. Namaste, everyone. So, a couple weeks ago, we celebrated Phagua, or Holi, right? And this is more than just a festival of colors, right? For us, Phagua brings in the new year. So, Phagua marks this transition into the new year, much like a bridge between the old and the new. It is a time for us all to cast away any negativity, embrace unity, and welcome fresh beginnings with open hearts. So, just as nature bursts into bloom with the arrival of spring, our spirits too are uplifted by these vibrant colors, music, and celebration. So, this song that I'll sing this morning is from the Brahmanand Bhajan Mala, Ayo Basant Sakhiri, Milke Liye Hori. Right? This was among our West Indian community. This was more famously sang by the late Isaac Yankaran. But this is talking about celebrating the joy of the spring, right? Although Pagwa has passed, we celebrated, we had a good time, we celebrate, and we look forward to this renewed sense of development. I hope you enjoy. आयो बसंत सखी रे, मिल खेली हो रे, आयो बसंत सखी रे, आयो बसंत सखी रे, मिल खेली हो रे, आयो बसंत सखी रे। पर के भूल गई गृह का जन, मन में ताप रहो री, जिन जिन खेली होरी शाम संग, जिन जिन खेली होरी शाम संग, दिन बर भाग्य भयोरी, मिल खेली होरी, आयो बसंत सखी रे, मिल खेली हो रे, आयो बसंत सखी रे। तज सब काज आज घर के रे, लाज को दूर धरो रे, फागुन के दिन बीत जात है, फागुन के दिन बीत जात है, फिर पीछे पछतोरी, मिल खेली हो रे, आयो बसंत सखी रे, मिल खेली हो रे, आयो बसंत सखी रे। सत्संगति वृंदावन जाकर, शाम को खोज करो री, सत्संगति वृंदावन जाकर शाम को खोज करो रे कर विचार जुगति से घेरो कर विचार जुगति से घेरो जान न पावे बहोरी मिल खेलिए होरी आयो बसंत सखी रे आ आ आ मन पिचकारी पकड़ कर सुंदर ध्यान रंग से भरोरी मन पिचकारी पकड़ कर सुंदर ध्यान रंग से भरोरी प्रेम गुलाल मलो मुख ऊपर प्रेम गुलाल मलो मुख ऊपर ब्रह्मानंद रस लोरी मिल खेलिए होरी आयो बसंत सखी रे मिल खेलिए होरी आयो बसंत सखी रे मिल खेलिए होरी आयो बसंत सखी रे तो मिल खेलिए होरी आयो बसंत सखी रे Thank you.
Please give Bhai Rajanji another round of applause. I don't know about you, but I felt like I was in a concert back in the day with like the likes of Sri Isaac Yankaran of Trinidad and Sri Mohit Mangru of Guyana. I don't know how many of us know those names, but this has taken me back in those days, even though I was not born then. It still took me back to that time period. And as Bhai Rajanji said, Holi is one of those festivals which transitions us into. We begin way back in Basant Panchami, which when we start to prepare for this arrival of spring, because spring is important for us. It represents renewal. It represents rebirth. And today, in our Pravachan or Pandit Neeraj, will focus on these very important words. So we look forward to his Pravachan, which will be happening shortly. For our next item, I'll invite our dear Purohita Sudeshnaji to come forward and to join all of us in a very beautiful rendition. This moment in time as we celebrate our new year. Yeah.
Namaste, everyone. Okay. I'm going to do a Basaupadaya for New Year. अब सौंप दिया इस जीवन का सब भार तुम्हारी हाथों में सब भार तुम्हारी हाथों में है जीत तुम्हारी हाथों में है हार तुम्हारी हाथों में है हार तुम्हारी हाथों में अब सौंप दिया इस जीवन का सब भार तुम्हारी हाथों में सब भार तुम्हारी हाथों में। मेरा निश्चय है एक यही, एक बार तुम्हीं पा जाऊं मैं। मेरा निश्चय है एक यही, एक बार तुम्हीं पा जाऊं मैं। अर्पण टूटी जगती भर का, सब प्यार तुम्हारी हाथों में। सब प्यार तुम्हारी हाथों में। अब सौंप दिया इस जीवन का, सब भार तुम्हारी हाथों में। सब भार तुम्हारी हाथों में। जब जब संसार का बंदीपन, दरबार में तेरी आऊं मैं। जब जब संसार का बंदीपन, दरबार में तेरी आऊं मैं। हो मेरी कर्मों का निर्णय, सरकार तुम्हारी हाथों में। सरकार तुम्हारी हाथों में। अब सौंप दिया इस जीवन का, सब भार तुम्हारी हाथों में। सब भार तुम्हारी हाथों में। मुझ में तुझ में है भेर यही, मैं नर हूँ तू नारायण है। मुझ में तुझ में है भेर यही, मैं नर हूँ तू नारायण है। मैं हूँ संसार के हाथों में। संसार तुम्हारी हाथों में। संसार तुम्हारी हाथों में। अब सौंप दिया इस जीवन का, सब भार तुम्हारी हाथों में। सब भार तुम्हारी हाथों में। है जीत तुम्हारी हाथों में, है हार तुम्हारी हाथों में। है हार तुम्हारी हाथों में। है हार तुम्हारी हाथों में।
Dhanyavad Purohit Vishnu ji for that very rendition of yeah. And in the last verse it says, Mujhme tujhme hai beda yahi, main nar hu tu narayan hai. मैं हूँ संसार के हाथों में, संसार तुम्हारी हाथों में. The fundamental difference between you and I, O Lord, O Prabhu, is that while I am human, you are the master of all humans. I am the hands of the world, whereas the world rests in your hands. As we move forward into this new year, may we remember that there is a power that is greater than us. At this time, I have the very special privilege of inviting our Veer, Adrian Singhji, to come forward and to share a poem which he compiled especially for this very special occasion of our New Year. Adrian?
Thank you, Bhai Devendra. Namaste. So this was something I came up with within the week. I hope it does suit the this auspicious time for all of us. The moon has turned, the stars align, a sacred fire, a holy sign. With hearts so full and spirits bright, we greet the year with sacred light. Rangoli blooms in colors grand, with flowers picked by loving hands. Sweet incense swirls through open doors as prayers are sung to ancient lords. From Vishnu's grace to Shiva's might, we seek the path of truth and right. With Lakshmi's wealth and Ganesha's cheer, we cast away the past year's fear. New hopes arise like morning sun, a chance to start a race begun. With dharma strong and karma clear, we walk ahead this bright new year. So light the lamp, let joy unfold in tales once lived and legends told. To peace, to love, to dreams anew, a very happy Hindu New Year from me to you. Namaste.
Dhanyawad, Adrian ji. That was, I think, for the occasion of our New Year. As long karma clear as we walk into this new year. So thank you very much. Adrian is currently pursuing his academic studies, and even though I requested him just a few days ago, he compiled such a beautiful poem for us this morning. I'll share with us very quickly our announcements after our pravachan. I'll invite G to get set up with his pravachan. Just give me one moment. All right. So there are a lot of things happening at the Arya Spiritual Center. Our Zoom satsang classes under the guidance of Pandit Deepak Ramanji continues every Thursday from 7:30 p.m. United States Eastern Time. For more information, please reach out to Pandit Deepak ji. If you would like to be more involved in our mandir, we invite you to join our Mahila Dal, our women's group. For more details, please contact Pandita Nirvani ji or any member of our Mahila Dal. We are currently offering classes, Arya Bal Vikas classes, in Dharma Shikshan, Hindi, Mantras, and Sangeet for our children. These classes are held every other Sunday here in Mandir and every other Friday on Zoom. Please contact Pandit Deepak ji, Purohita Darshini ji, or myself for more information. These classes are free of cost. Our new bhajan book, Vaidik Bhajanavali, is available for purchase. I have with me here a copy. And we do have in the back for anybody who would like to purchase one this morning. It's only $25, and it's a very valuable bhajan book, unlike the other bhajan books out there. Not just because it's our bhajan book, but the bhajans are translated word for word. So if you are not a native Hindi speaker, it's easy to follow. It's easy to understand. All right. So our bhajan book, Vaidik Bhajanavali, is available in the back for purchase. And it's just $25. The work we do here at the Arya Spiritual Center for the cause of our Dharma would not be possible without your continued support. Dan or donations can be offered in cash, by check, or through PayPal, or via Zelle. You can use our email address, aryaspiritualcenter@gmail.com. In this case, center is spelled CENTRE. For those of our devotees who are connected online on YouTube and Facebook, if you'd like to send your RT, you can do so through PayPal or through Zelle, aryaspiritualcenter@gmail.com. For our upcoming programs, we'll be celebrating our Arya Samaj 150th Sthapan Divas Foundation Day, along with the United Arya Samaj Federation, right here at Mandir on Friday, April 4th from 7 p.m. This will be followed by a week-long celebration at various mandirs throughout the tri-state area, and these programs will be culminated with our annual Multikund Mahayajna on Sunday, April 13 from 9 a.m. On that day, we will not be meeting here in Mandir. That's Sunday, April 13. We will be meeting at the Arya Spiritual Center ground. The program starts at 9 a.m. If there's anyone who is desirous of participating in that Multikund Havanyajna, you're invited to bring your bartan, your hawan kun, and your samagri, your ingredients for the hawan, and to join along. So for that program, on Friday, April 4th, we'll be meeting here at Mandir at the Arya Spiritual Center. On April 5th, which is Saturday, at the Maharishi Dayananda Gurukula. On Sunday, April 6th, Arya Samaj of Long Island. Thursday, April 10, Arya Samaj USA. Friday, April 11th, the Bronx Arya Samaj. And Saturday, April 12th, at the Arya Samaj of New York, which is known as Hillside Samaj, which is just down the block from us. And then we all meet on Sunday, April 13, 9 a.m. at the Arya Spiritual Ground for our annual Multikund Mahayajna. At this time, I think we're ready to absorb the wisdom of our Shastras from our very young and budding Pandit. I think this is his first official pravachan since being ordained as a Pandit by the Arya Spiritual Center. So I am, as much as all of you are, looking forward to his pravachan this morning. Panditji?
Thank you very much, Bhai Devendraji. Let us all sit in a prayerful position as we recite this mantra from the Rig Veda. Om Shanno Deva Vishvedeva Bhavantu Shan Saraswati Sahadhi Bhirastu Shamabhishacha Shamuratishacha Shanno Divya Parthiva Shanno Apyaha. May the learned men be friendly to us. May the holy words of the sages with their pure thoughts be the source of universal peace and happiness. May the liberal ones and those who have taken vows of serving all living beings be the promoters of general welfare. And may all the heavenly objects, together with the creatures dwelling on earth and in the waters, be helpful to our noble cause. Mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, and young children, Namaste and Happy Hindu Vedic New Year. Or, and in Sanskrit, we would say Sukhada Nava Varsha or Navasamvat. So this was, oh, it's not very clear on the screen there, but these are some of the significant events that was shared to us by the Arya Pratini Sabha of North America, and I thought I would share this with you today. So we have our months. They're not January, February, March. They are. This first month to be Chaitra. Last month was Phalguna. So this is Chaitra Shukla. That means the brightening phase of the moon. Pratipada, the first day of the brightening phase of the moon. And this is always our new year, our new Vikram Samvat. Now, some of the historical significances are, this is the time that Ishwar created the universe, and therefore the Vedas were revealed to us. This is also the first generations of humans emerging from the earth. And we had, at this time, the coronation of great rulers such as Maharaj Yudhishthir. Does anyone remember who Maharaj Yudhishthir was? Which book he's from? Mahabharata. He's the oldest brother of Shri Arjuna. And he was the one to be king, and there was a huge fight to that war to make him the king. Also on this day for us was the foundation of the Arya Samaj. Now we have Foundation Day coming up next week, the 7th. And there's always a disagreement, is it the 6th or is it the 7th? But if we just go by our Hindu calendar, it makes it so much easier. So really our Foundation Day in our Vedic New Year was yesterday. So happy Foundation Day to you all. This is something I think, as Baisaga was pointing out too, our Vedic calendar is something that we should use at all times. Even for our own birthdays, we have a birthday. So like mine is on September 16th, but my birthday according to the Vikram Samvat is August 30th this year. So I'm going to get the ball rolling on this, and I will be celebrating my birthday this year on August 30th. That is Bhadrapad Sapta Shukla Paksh. Bhadrapad is the month. Saptada is the 7th day of the brightening phase of the moon, Shukla Paksh. I would recommend, and I hope you all take that initiative. It's easy to find online. You can message me, or I will share the link in the chat. You enter your birthday, and you can find out when your birthday is according to our Hindu calendar. And as we said, this new year is bringing in the spring and whatnot, but then it's also a sense of renewal, not just physical renewal, but spiritual renewal. We have New Year's resolutions. We should have spiritual resolutions as well. Those resolutions are more physical usually, but I believe when I spoke at New Year's for the Gayatri Havan, I said that we need to endeavor to make ourselves more spiritual, seriously. And not just, I know we speak about spirituality, we've been speaking about spirituality, but is there any effort, any real progress in that front and how we talk about it, how we talk about spirituality? So today I thought I would present some ideas on how to be spiritual, and I've tried to make them as relevant as possible, because I think spirituality, we all see it as something that is abstract and unattainable. That's only for yogis and rishis and pundits. And it's not for people who are not in those fields. And I completely disagree. I think it's for everyone. So we'll go into that right now. So in these images, who do you all see as being spiritual? We have a monk on the left meditating. We have some people socializing. And then we have a gentleman here at work with his friend. Which of these comes to your mind when you think of spirituality? Be honest. It's okay. Left the monk. Yeah. What if I told you it's all three? All three of them can be spiritual. And then, so we'll go into now how. And this is really the goal of this human life, is in all three stages and all three activities to be equally conscious, equally spiritual. So we'll go into that now. This is a mantra from the Yajurveda. Om Vedahameta Purusham Mahantamaditvaram Tamasa Parastat Tameva Viditvati Mrityumeti Nanyaha Pantha Vidate Ayanaya. It says, the first sentence says, he who knows the Vedas is a man whose color is like the sun. He is brilliant and is beyond the reach of darkness. Tamasaha parastat. Tamas cannot get to him. And this is the important part. This is why I've boldened it a little bit. It says, this devotee overcomes the life cycle only after knowing God. There is no other way for salvation. And we say that, in our Sanatan Dharma, we have many different sects, many different philosophies of thinking, and that's okay. But they must always converge onto the same point, the same conclusion, right? Like we would say, you have many ways to get to Florida, right? You could take the long way, the short way, in between, right? But you end up in Florida, right? That's the same way how you evaluate your method of which you reach to that knowing of God. And there is one singular truth. Ekam sat vipra bahuda vadanti. Ekam sat, one. So now how do we get to it? Because I'm sure we've heard things like this all the time, right? You have to know God, you have to know God. But what is it to know God? What does that mean, right? Swami Dayanand also quoted this mantra from the Yajurveda. And this is what I'll be focusing on today. Om Yunyanaha Prathamam Manastatvaya Savetadhiyaha Agnirjyotir Nichaya Prithivya Adhaya Bharat. The person willing to achieve spiritual enlightenment must check for modifications of the mind and perform yoga to realize God. He should be well versed in the teachings of yoga. So, what is the first step? Is to check for modification or modify the mind. Modifying the mind. Now, what does this mean? Right? Again, I'm sure we've all heard this. Do yoga, think about God all the time and whatnot, right? But today, again, like I was saying, I want to push that boundary. Use what we know and look at it from a different perspective so that it can really be applied to our lives. Constant awareness is required for spirituality. Constant awareness. Like I was saying, whether you are meditating, whether you are socializing, whether you're working, one who is truly spiritual is still aware of God and is still thinking of God. We are thinking of God right now on this Monday. When we get to our cars, not even tomorrow, when we get to our cars, are we still going to be thinking of God? Are we still going to think, God is all pervading in this car, in the atmosphere, Or are we going to complain, man, yesterday was so nice and today is so cold? What happened? Right? That coldness is God and the heat is God and everything is God. Right? But that comes with, again, mental modification. It takes effort. And this is what I want to talk about today. So we have our Shastras again, many of them. And so when we talk about spirituality, the first thing I think of is Patanjali Yoga Sutras. And so in this Yoga Sutra, chapter 2, Sukta number 3, it says, Avidya asmita raga dvesha abhinivesha pancha klesha. Klesh. Klesh is mental and emotional affliction. So pancha klesh, there's five things that lead to mental and emotional affliction, which cause hindrance to spiritual growth. Avidya, spiritual ignorance. Asmita, a misplaced identity. Thinking that you are the body and thinking that, I am the one who is suffering. I am the one who is in pain right now if you're feeling physical pain. But that is not you. That is your body is feeling pain. That is your life experience is you may be going through a tough time right now. That is not you. But when we think like that, that is asmita. Raga, the tendency of emotional attachment. A lot of us have nice cars now, by Deepak. Something happens to the car, God forbid, oh my God, what am I going to do? So much sadness, so much everything. Or even in relationships, something doesn't go your way. The other person, doesn't feel the same way. Even in friendship, right? We experience so much sadness from that. And because of that, that hinders our spiritual growth as well. Raga. Dvesh, impulsive emotional disaffection. That means like jealousy, aversion, greed, these kinds of things. That is dvesh. And abhinivesh, a strong focus on mundane existence. And this is due to a fear of death. So instead of thinking, 10, 20, 30 years, what am I going to do in my older years? We think about what am I going to do tomorrow? And that is used to distract us to think about the real future. How am I going to get to moksha? Is what I'm doing relevant, right? But we don't think about those things. We think about, man, I got to pay this bill tomorrow. I got to get to work tomorrow. Today's Sunday. How many of us are thinking about tomorrow we got to go to work and stressed about that, right? But is that really important? Is it really? It isn't. And that is because we think about those things because we fear thinking about the ultimate goal. And as I said, klesh means these 5. So all 5 of these are klesh. Now the following sukta, I won't recite it. It says that the root of all the 4, asmita, rag, dvesh, and abhinivesh, is avidya, spiritual ignorance. That is the root of all the other 4. When you don't know. Again, like I said, when you think of you are this body and other things. So what is avidya? The sukta right after number 5 says, Anitya ashuchi dukkha anatmasu nitya suchi sukha atmakhyati iti avidya. So instead of, I couldn't really think of a format on how to explain this properly. So I kind of wrote these 2 tables. And what it's saying is, when you think that anitya is nitya, when you think that that which is not eternal is eternal, when you think that which is not clean is clean, asuchi and shuchi, when you think that sadness and happiness are interchangeable, that which is sad is really happy and that which is happy is really sad, dukkha and sukh. Anatmasu and atmakhyati, when you think you are the body itself rather than knowing you are atma. Iti avidya, this is avidya. Now what does that mean? Again, like I was saying, when you think you are this body, when you think you are going through something, or you think, and we use this in our everyday language. I think the English language is like this. Again, something happens, oh, I got into an accident, right? That atma, atma really means ourselves. In every shloka, in every, like in Bhagavad Gita and whatnot, when Sri Krishna is addressing Arjun, he says atma, he says you, not just your body, not just anything, you, right? So this is something we need to consciously think about. Or even in the other end of that, so I am happy, or I am lucky, right? Is that really you, or is that your experience? Those are 2 very different things. Ashuchi and shuchi. We do this, I think, without even knowing. An example of this, right? When you think that which is not clean is clean, and when you think that which is clean is unclean. You might ask, well, how do you, what does that mean, right? Clearly you can see what is clean and unclean, right? Now, I'll give you an example, right? Back when I, was on the path of being a pundit and whatnot, people would ask me, what kind of pundit do you want to be? Well, you have earring and thing and you want to be a pundit. Who does that, right? But then I would think, piercing of the ears is Karnaved Sanskar, one of the 16. And at the end, I've read 2 different, I wouldn't say versions, but different translations of Sanskar Vidhi. At the end of the Karnaved, it says, a bar must be placed between the piercing to prevent closure. How many of us knew that, right? But then because of, colonization and whatnot, I think boys, especially having, earring and whatnot, became became negative, right? But then they think that that which is right is not right. They mix up the two, right? Now, I'm not saying, boys, that you should go pierce your ears just because, Pandinir said that. And if you want to, that means you have to get janeo too, you have to grow out your churki, and you have to start wearing dhoti. And then you could get it. If you're gonna go for it, go all the way. You can't be halfway, right? And then we think that, and then the other way around, right? Well, I've seen some people, and I'm not criticizing anybody. It's again because of avidya, which I'm not, again, it is no fault of anyone, but we are all here to learn, right? I've seen some people, instead of using ghee in the diya, they use vegetable oil. And you think, well, that's okay. We use ghee because and cotton because the smoke of that doesn't pollute the air. But when you burn other things, there's different fats and different chemicals in them that will. But you think, well, I'm devoted to God, and that's enough. That is okay. You're confusing ashuchi with shuchi. This is why we must really examine everything that we do. So what is the solution to avidya? Avidya, sorry, not dha. Is Brahmayaj. We do not take Sandhya, Brahmayaj seriously enough. We do not. I think we go through it as just a routine that we do, but there is such a deep, deep meaning to Sandhya. And I really implore you all to do it every day if you can, at least once a day. At least. It doesn't take but 15 minutes to do. And here's why. First, and this is the process of Sandhya and the process of connecting to God. See, in the first mantras, it says those who are enlightened are connected to God. But it's not just as simple as thinking about God all the time. It takes a process, and this is the process. First, you have Achman and Marjana. That is purification. Then you have Angasparsh, which is you take a vow that you will do no wrong with your limbs. Om Vak Vak, Om Prana Prana. Then you do Pranayam and Agamarshan mantra. What do we say in Pranayam? Om Bhu, Om Bhuvaha, Om Swaha, Om Maha, Om Jana, Om Tapa, Om Satyam. What do all of those mean? All 7 of those mean? Bhuhu, and there's a process to this. Bhuhu is oxidation, the oxygen. Bhuvaha, radiation. Swaha, fission that takes place in the stars. Maha, the realm of primordial galactic black holes. That is now you're going to a different plane. Then Jana, the realm of universal matter. And this is the first level of Brahma. You're going through all the levels of creation. Tapaha, then the realm of universal energy. And then Satyam, realm of the universal mind. That is the 3rd level of Brahma and Brahma itself. That is what we're doing when we recite pranayam. You're going from the bottom all the way to the top. And then in Agamarshan mantra, what is the first mantra? Om Ritancha Satyancha Bhi Dhatapasodya Jayata Tato Ratre Jayata Tatas Samudro Arnava. We're talking about Om Ritancha Satyancha Bhi Dhatapasodya Jayata. In the beginning of creation was Ritan, which is principles, laws of physics and laws of nature, and Satyam. Satyam is Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. These 3 primordial states of matter. That which is pure, that which is impure, and in between. Right? And then we talk about out of that came Tato Ratre Jayata. There was a very long night. Tatas Samudro Arnava, then a gaseous vapor. And then out of that, Samudra, that ocean of vapor, Samudradharnavadadi samvatsaro ajayata ahoratrani vidadat vishwasya mishato vashi. Then all the planets and all the galaxies came out of that. And then Om Surya Chandramasau Dhata Yatha Purvam Akalpayat. Then out of that came Surya and Chandra. Then Surya and Chandra were created. Divam cha prithivim chantarikshamathosva. Then the day was created after the sun and the earth, Prithivi. And this is the most important part at the culmination of Agamarshan. Chantarikshamathosvaha means this is how the creation occurred as it has previously. Now, what is the use of going through all these creation and all of this? It says this, chanting this removes sin. And I gave a pravachan on sin. What sin is there's nothing really that we have that is sin, meaning that it is, totally banned. But this removes from us the ego. When you realize that creation has happened like this and there are all these different levels and how big the universe is, how can anyone have any ego after that? How can anyone think, oh, I am so important. Watch, I have this position at this company. I have so much money in the bank account. What does any of that mean when you're talking about, Surya and Chandra, right? Literally devtas that cause creation, cause life. You can't. So this is to destroy one's ego. Then only and then after that, then you do manasa parikrama. Then you can talk about God's qualities, right? Om prachi digagni radipati rasito rakshita ditya ishavaha. Say God is in the east. Then the next mantra, he's in the west, north, south, above, below. Right? Then you praise Brahma and his qualities. Then you do upasthana mantra. And that's why we say, at this time, imagining that you're very close with God. Because you should have thought about all those things as we were going through the mantras previously. And after that, after you've praised God, then you are now connected with him. And then after that is Gayatri Mantra. Then you can ask God for that vidya, for that avidya to be dissipated. And then after that, then we say, Om Namah Shambhavaya Cha Mayo Bhavaya Cha Namah Shankaraya Cha Mayaskaraya Cha Namah Shivaya Cha Shivataraya Cha. Only then, after all of those steps, can you say even Namaste to Brahma. It's not that easy just to say, well, I believe in God, I'm devoted to God, and that's it. No, it takes a lot of, as we said in the beginning, mental conditioning. You have to modify the mind. And these are and after you've practiced this, then one can say that they're spiritual. And I know this seems like a very daunting, very huge task again, right? But it comes with practice. You have to first sit one day, and you have to sit one day and try to go through the mantras yourself, try to recite them, and try to meditate. You start for 5 minutes or even 2 minutes, clearing the mind, realizing that God is around you, and then you can go ahead and progress further and further. But it takes a lot of time and a lot of patience, which we have. You literally have your whole life to do this. Now, what is the benefit of all this, right? Why even do any of this, right? This is, of course, we can't talk about spirituality without talking about Shri Krishna, right? Probably the greatest yogi, one of the greatest yogis. What does he say to Arjuna? He says, Mai sarvani karmani sanyas yadhyatma chetasa nirashir nirmamo bhutva yudhyasva vigatajvaraha. He said, after you've had that realization that God is everywhere and in everything, right? No one is saying to always sit down like the monk and meditate all the time and that's it. No, we still have our jobs, our duties to perform. So what do you do while doing those duties? Surrender your actions onto me. And Sri Krishna is talking on behalf of Brahma. Be aware of your spiritual self. Be free from hopes and expectations and selfish attachments. And he's saying in this context to Arjuna, because he has to go fight the war, he says, just fight without any fear or regret. And again, this is not saying just act and do whatever and that's okay. No. You again act with that vidya. You make the best judgment, but after that you're not attached to the outcome, right? Let's say something happens today, tomorrow, you get fired from your job, right? But you did the best you could. It's okay. Or what is the alternative? You become depressed, you become angry. And because of that, adharma, you do the wrong things and hurt the people around you, right? This is a cascade. This is how this darkness, this tamas spreads. And how do we stop it? Is by spiritual awakening, realizing and connecting with God. And this is again another mantra, last mantra from the Rig Veda to support what Sri Krishna says. Om Abhima Shramishmo Grasya Sakketava Mahate Vrishno Abchakshayam Kritam Pashyema Turvasham Yudam. This is after, again, we have gained that friendship, that bond with the Almighty. May there be no fear and fatigue in performance of our duties. And Bhaidavendra said this in our Havan. Om abhayam nakaratyantariksham abhayam dyava prithvi ubehime. May we not have any fear in this new year while performing our actions. And O bestower of blessings, your work is very inspiring and is fit for full observation. May all our attention turn towards you alone. All of the wealth that we acquire, all of the fame and glory that we acquire, or don't, is up to and all due to Paramatma. It is sometimes our karma to go through these things, but to prevent even more sadness, it is only right for us to grow spiritually. So I really hope today that I inspired you all to rethink about what spirituality is. And especially in the Sandhya, while we recite Sandhya, please consider the meanings of what I've said and really internalize it while we're reciting the Sandhya. And in that way, it will be more beneficial and more spiritual, and you will realize that connection with God. And again, the ultimate purpose of even being spiritual is to perform our duties, to be dharmic, for our benefit and for the benefit of all. So thank you very much for your attention today, and namaste.
Dhanyawad Pandit Neeraj for bringing us such an insightful message today as we celebrate our Hindu New Year, our Nav Varsh. As he said, we should all strive for spiritual resolution in addition to other resolutions. He outlined ways through which we can become more spiritual or spiritually minded, and reminded us that constant awareness is required for spiritual growth and development, and away from avidya. Sandhya, as Panditji shared, is one way of connecting to Paramatma and rising above avidya. Thank you once again, Pandit Neeraj, for that very beautiful message as we celebrate our new year. All good things must come to an end. It was a lovely satsang this morning, and it was graced by so many of you lovely Atmas here this morning. To everyone who contributed to making today's program, today's satsang, a successful one, our deepest gratitude. Thank you. At this time, I invite all of us to stand for Arti Bhajan and our closing prarthana. And let us reflect on the words of Sri Sagarji as he said, to embrace our new year, decorate our homes, perform Sandhya and Havan, spread positivity. And as Panita Indrauti said, just as the sun and the moon, may we too maintain our connection to time. And the important words coming from Revere Adrian, Dharma strong, karma clear, as we walk into this new year. At this time, I invite Srimati Devika ji and Srimati Vidyawati ji to join all of us in Aarti Bhajan.
Om Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Jai Jagadish Hare भक्त जनों के संकट भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे जो ध्यावे फल पावे दुख विनसे मन का स्वामी दुख विनसे मन का सुख संपत्ति घर आवे सुख संपत्ति घर आवे कष्ट मिटे तन का ओम जय जगदीश हरे विषय विकार मिटावो पाप हरो देवा स्वामी पाप हरो देवा श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ संतन की सेवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे भक्त जनों के संकट भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे अथ शांति पाठः ओम द्यौः शान्तिरन्तरिक्षं शान्तिः पृथिवी शान्ति रापः शान्ति रोषधयः शान्ति वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्विश्वदेवाः शान्तिर्ब्रह्म शान्ति सर्वं शान्ति शान्तिरेव शान्ति सामा शान्तिरेधि ओम शांति 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 अथ भोजन मंत्र ओम अनपते ननस्य नो देहि यनमिवस्य शुष्मिनः प्रप्रदातारं तारेश ऊर्जन्नो देहि द्विपदे चतुष्पदे ओम शांति 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 प्रेम से बोलो ओमकार भगवान की
जय
प्रेम से बोलो मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम श्री रामचंद्र की
जय
प्रेम से बोलो योगेश्वर श्री कृष्ण चंद्र की
जय
प्रेम से बोलो महर्षि स्वामी दयानंद की
जय
प्रेम से बोलो वेदा माता की
जय
प्रेम से बोलो वैदिक सत्य सनातन धर्म की
जय
वैदिक ध्वनि वैदिक अभिवादन नमस्ते
नमस्ते